stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So, welcome to the town board meeting of June 15th, 2023. The board present this evening is Councilman Brandon Calori, Councilman Timothy Finnegan, Councilman Tyler Etzel. Filling the role of supervisor this evening is myself, Desiree Potman, and playing the role of town clerk is Deputy Town Clerk Nicole Young. So the first item on the agenda is public comments on agenda items. Does anybody from the public wish to speak about any items that are on the agenda this evening? Please come up to the microphone and do so. Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to administrative business. Can I have a motion and a second to accept the receipt of the minutes of the meeting held June 1st, 2023?
Make a motion?
Brandon makes a motion, can I have a second?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. You know, your voices are just so similar.
I'll second it.
Oh! Councilman Finnegan made the motion, Councilman Calori seconded.
I'll try to make mine a little different.
I appreciate that.
We have a problem.
Well, did you read them?
I wasn't here.
But did you read them? You don't have to be present. You're just accepting receipt of them.
Oh,
But it's up to you. If you don't want to, we can table it to the next meeting.
that's right.
You
I mean,
sure?
I just can't verify that that's what happened. Okay.
It's up to you. Whatever you're comfortable with. Would you like to table it to the
Yeah,
next
let's
meeting?
table it for the next.
Okay. Do you guys okay with withdrawing your motions and tabling the minutes to the next meeting?
Yeah, fine.
Sure.
Okay. The next item is to approve the abstract. Deputy Town Clerk Young, would you please read the abstract?
Abstract 13 containing vouchers 230992 to 231090, deleting vouchers 230996 and 231000 due to technical errors, and totaling $243,502.99.
Thank you. I have a motion to approve the abstract.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Tyler, second by,
I'll second it.
seconded by Brandon.
Yep.
Any
They do sound a lot.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Nicole, can you please read the budget modifications?
Yes, we have one from the tax collector, increasing A 1330.44 tax bills by $37.30, and decreasing A 1330.411 miscellaneous by $37.30. And on the police fund, we have increasing B 3120.444 training schools and dues by $4,000, and decreasing B 1910.400 unallocated insurance by $4,000.
Excellent. So these two modifications are just to cover current or anticipated over expenditures in those specific line items.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Tyler, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tim. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is to appoint an intern with the Justice Court. Can I have a motion and a second to appoint Max Schwartz to the position of intern in the Justice Court at an hourly rate of $18 per hour, serving from June 7th through August 4th of this year?
Make a motion.
Motion by Tim, second by
Second it.
Brandon. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Does anybody have any old business that they'd like to discuss? There's nothing on the agenda, but in case you have anything. Nope. Okay. New business. Brandon, you wanna do your new business?
Yeah, I just have a guest I'd like to introduce real quick. Eric Lunzer, who is a recently retired New York State Trooper and is a lead officer of the Hudson Valley Polar Plunge. He started the Hudson Valley Polar Plunge in 2021 and hopes to grow awareness and raise the necessary funds for our wonderful athletes. So Eric, if you wouldn't mind going up to the podium.
Sure.
Explain a little bit about this event, please.
Eric, you just gotta hold the button down so the band here turns on, rep band turns on. There you go.
Okay. When I've testified at court, normally they have me shut this off because my voice is so loud anyway, so if it gets to that point, then that's fine, just counting. But yes, thank you very much, Brandon. My name is Eric Lunzer. I'm one of the organizers of the Polar Plunge here in the Hudson Valley. What we're trying to do is gain awareness for athletes with intellectual disabilities, but also through that, where we have the Polar Plunge, and I also do the Torch Run, we raise funding so we can send them to different competitions around the country and also internationally. Believe it or not, the Polar Plunges is actually the bread and butter of the Special Olympics. That's where they really make their money. And like Fishkill, they'll do about 200,000. Out west, Erica in Lake Ontario, that area, they do about 250. Last year, we had 65 participants, we did 18,000. But we doubled it from the previous year. After speaking with Brandon and also hearing, getting some of the emails that I saw last night, I think that this is going to be a nice area to maybe build on what we've already built on in Greenwood Lake, where we can build this up to something like Fishkill, Lake Ontario, and other places around the state. All the funding that we get for the Hudson Valley events, the different torch runs like we have down in Westchester, Orange County, out in Ulster, they stay right here in the Hudson Valley. They don't go nationally. All those fundings are here for our athletes. We have a lot of good grassroots people that are out in the public that want to help. With this event, though, we've been trying to grow in the schools, and we've gone to more. This year, Teresa's been pushing more for corporate sponsorship.
It's Teresa Gilly, who's the director of the
Gilly,
development.
yes.
Just a little backstory, back on April 6th, Teresa Gilly, myself, Joe Gianzaro, and Supervisor Burke met at Earl Reservoir so that Teresa could survey the res and see if it was something that would be appropriate or could handle this kind of event. I loved it, she loved it, Supervisor Burke loved it, and now it's June and we're gonna start getting this moving, and I think it was suggested, you can correct me wrong later, I think it was the end of October to coincide with the Halloween activities and everything that's going on. So we'd like to see this moving forward as the Orange County Polar Plunge, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So they're not at Greenwood Lake anymore, we're trying to bring it here.
Oh yeah, no, this is where I'd like it to be as well.
Okay.
With it being around Halloween, and I know I've always kind of promoted this as the the tropical heat wave of polar plunges in October. This will be the tropical heat wave of polar plunge because it'll still be a little bit warm. But I think with the Halloween holiday, I think we'll be able to get a lot of, because we all dress up. Like last year, I do I'm part of the state police team, and we all dressed up. I mean, I know some people think troopers don't have a sense of humor, but we do, and it's nice to go out. It's a very festive atmosphere. Last year we had 5 schools came out. We're hoping to have more. We did have some people who wanted to come out, but it was just a little bit too late to get that, the flyers out there and get the teams together. But does anybody have any questions? Because I think with the parks being in October, they'll still be open, like the facilities,
Yes.
so that's a plus. Because at Greenwood Lake, they're already winterized.
I did mine in February, so October is gonna be, like you said, tropical.
Yeah, right. Because in Fishkill, when it was a little colder, I remember them telling me that they would be cutting holes in the ice just so they could plunge.
Well, we didn't have any ice last winter, so.
No, I mean, and I'm originally from Buffalo, so I love your guys' winters down here because you don't have winters. This is great.
What's the date?
We were shooting for around Halloween, but it would be
I think it was October 29th.
28th, 29th, yeah.
The weekend before.
Whatever that
Oh,
Saturday is, yes.
Whenever they do the Halloween, you're gonna coincide it with the events at the reservoir that's usually scheduled for Halloween,
Oh,
right?
okay, great.
Do we need a lifeguard on duty, or?
No, sorry, that's another thing. Being with the state police, I get our State Police scuba team out there.
So we don't need staff there.
Right, no, we'll have, and that's part of the thing with the Special Olympics, they will need that. And the Special Olympics, we also carry our own insurance too. So we pretty much check every box that you'll probably have for putting on these kind of events. Obviously, Woodbury Police Department is local police are always welcome to come and,
Get a plunge?
help out, plunge, get a team. But we also, last year I tried to get it, but the weather didn't work out. We'll have the State Police Auxiliary Horse Detail. We don't have a real horse detail anymore, not since the 80s, but we still have troopers who have horses. They'll come out, and then I'll also try to get the canines out there.
Now, Eric, this could be either, depending on how many people we get to sign up for this, with this moving forward. We can stagger the times, we can, depending on how many groups we get, you can do it all at once, but everything will be completely supervised and safe and everything.
Oh, of course.
100%.
Yes, and like I said, it's a big festival. We'll have food trucks. Last year, we had a few food trucks that canceled just because of the weather. The rain was going sideways, but we'll have food. We have music. We'll try to get a DJ. Teresa's idea is go to one of the local radio stations and have them come out to the event. So,
And you guys handle all the media and the publicity
Yes.
and
Yes.
setting up the links for people to donate and everything like that?
yes, there is a dedicated fundraising page. It'll be the Orange County Polar Plunge. You'll have your own team page, and then everybody there will be able to have somebody. You'll be able to go on the website, search a name, and be able to donate as much as you want. Or at least you can each donate to the cause or to a team. Like the team name, you give them whatever you want. I haven't seen the grounds myself, but Greenwood Lake didn't have the best parking situation. I don't know what the park looks like, but probably could handle 100 participants.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Teresa, when she was doing her tour, she felt it was sufficient.
Excellent, excellent.
So does the board want me to reach out to the insurance?
I just have a question,
Okay, I'm speaking.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what you were doing there, Joe.
I thought he was making a name.
No, it wasn't.
Go ahead, you can go first.
Just so you understand.
You have to come to the microphone.
Come on.
It's not my law.
So I have to yield.
You have to yield the
Is
time
that how that
to
works?
Joseph James
I'm
Arrow.
gonna
I mean,
get
you
David.
both are almost looking like twins.
Yeah. Oh, God, it always comes into this all the time. But anyway, just so you know, and you guys know that you have to go through the building department of food trucks. They have to be inspected, they have to have a fire suppression system. So when we get to that point, we just gotta get the building department involved.
Okay.
And we can send a letter to the village, because there is
You can ask them to waive.
to waive the fee, because there is a fee, but I'm sure, the mayor's here, I'm sure that won't be a problem, but they do have to get inspected by our building department, because that's on the fire rules. I'm sure you could, there you go. I yield my time.
Okay,
Right.
so as I was saying before, I was so nicely interrupted.
I am so
I
sorry.
was gonna mention the food trucks, but Joseph took care of that. Insurance, would you like me to reach out to our insurance agent to find out what they would like in place, since it does involve the water and the beach and all that?
Eric, is that typically what happens, yeah?
Normally, it's the insurance that we carry is sufficient.
Then maybe just get a copy of your
No,
insurance.
we will provide you one, of course.
To get it ahead of time, you get it to our
Yes.
insurance carrier to make sure that.
Yeah, I was on the email chain, so if you can just forward me what you have, I
Sure.
can forward it to our attorney so that he can review it, as well as our insurance agent to make sure that the levels that are acceptable.
Sure.
And I'm sure, like I said, Joe, who's paying attention like crazy over there, would like to review it as well ahead of time.
Yeah, we'll do whatever
You have
we
to use the
want to do.
microphone, Joe,
He keeps turning it off on me.
Doesn't work.
because we pay by the word.
Right.
Well, just do what we normally do for approved events. They can get their insurance, name the town as an additional insured, the board can approve it. If there's anything special that needs to be done, you can ask, with the food trucks, or if there's any electrical, you can always ask the village building inspector to come out and check that, so that everything's up to speed, you get the insurance, you get the permit.
The only other thing that we usually have is EMS, fire. We just ask you guys have volunteers down here, so we just ask if we could have at least a chase car. You don't have to have an ambulance, just so the ambulance
First
is,
responding part.
yeah, just to have somebody on scene with going from hot to cold. We've never, knock on wood, obviously had a problem with that, but there could be, you might want an AED on scene just in case.
I think you normally, well, we have one up at the park anyway.
Yeah.
Usually the ambulance and the fire department participate in the Halloween events anyway, usually, right, or no? I'm asking, you know who Mr. Panzera is.
Yes, Deputy Supervisor.
Thank you.
But, no, we have a great turnout, we've had it's doubled. I mean, I know it's only this'll be the third year, but, we're still growing. And I think in Woodbury, having more density here, but the access that Woodbury has compared to Greenwood, because Greenwood Lake, I mean, it's off the beaten path, it's hard to get down there. I mean, here we got 17, got 6, 87, I mean, it's easily accessible. So that'll be another big way to promote it, because people can come from all over and be in and out. We do stagger, like Brandon said, that's just opportunity. If we get a lot of people, they have an opportunity to take pictures, because that's the big thing. Pictures, it's on people's bucket list. So what they do is they hold the torch and they'll run it, and people take pictures. But when you're in the water, trust me, you don't want to be in the water too long. Now there's some people who are crazier than me for doing this stuff, but they'll be in the water for a minute and a half, and I think they're crazy because I'm in there for 13 seconds. People just dip their toe in, some people submerge themselves.
Okay, great. Any other questions for? By the way, that was, Joseph is our Parks Director, so that's why he was putting in his comments.
Very good, very good. So we can
Nice that they coordinate.
start
Yeah.
right away with, obviously promoting the event.
Yep.
The school portion of this,
I think we
we do reach out now, even though it's at the end of school, but really that's in September when they come back. And we'll do that Cool School Challenge again, which is just a pizza party. Another idea that I've kicked around with Teresa is having the top school actually get a scholarship.
Wow, that's
500
good.
for a guy, 500 for a girl, who raise the most funds.
Awesome.
So that might even get a little bit more interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so does anybody want to make a motion to approve going forward with this event pending the review of all documentation by the attorney and if necessary, the insurance companies?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Brandon, can I have a second? Seconded by Tim, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So if you can just send me whatever documentation you have, we'll have our attorney review it and if need be, the insurance company.
Certainly, and is there an application for the parks as well? No? Okay. I like it.
All right.
Thank you, Eric.
No, thank you.
Thanks for coming and taking the time, we
No, I
appreciate it.
appreciate it. I look forward to growing this event with you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care, I'll be in touch.
Okay, back to the agenda. Nicole, will you please read the resolution that's been prepared with regards to scheduling the public hearing for introductory local law 2 of 2023? Please.
Whereas the town board wishes to set a time and place for a public hearing to consider introductory local law 2 of 2023 entitled Repeal of Chapter 20 Police Commission and Chapter 60, sorry, Police Commission, and whereas the town board hereby determines that it will be the lead agency with respect to the review of the proposed local law, the project, in accord with New York State Environmental Quality Review Act, SECRA, and Part 617 of the regulations implementing SECRA, since there are no other agencies that have the authority to approve the project. And whereas the town board hereby preliminary classifies the action as an unlisted action under SECRA. Now therefore let it be hereby resolved, the public hearing shall be held by the town board in order to receive comments and suggestions regarding the proposed local law on July 6, 2023, at 7:30 p.m. at the Town Hall located at 615 Route 32, lower level, Highland Mills, New York, and it is further resolved that the office of the town clerk is authorized and directed to cause public notice of said hearing to be given as provided by law.
Your dad's gonna tell you it's pronounced secret. But you did a great job, thank you. Can I have a motion?
Makes a motion.
Motion by
About that.
Tim, seconded by
Tim?
Tyler, yep, Tim, seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Does anybody else have any other new business that they'd like to discuss?
No.
Okay, so we'll move on to the department reports and committee minutes. Nicole, can you please read the supervisor's report for May of 2023?
May 2023 supervisor's report with receipts totaling $259,878.84 and disbursements totaling $1,713,926.01.
Excellent. Can I have a motion to approve the
Motion.
report? Motion by Tyler, can I have a
Second.
seconded by Brendan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. And as you can see on the agenda and also on the website, all of the other reports for all the departments have been received. Does anybody have any questions or comments on any of those? Okay, great. So we will move on to public comments. I know the supervisor, if he was here, he would recognize that Mayor Giacomazza is in the audience, if you would like to say anything while you're here.
No.
Okay. All right.
I will say, if this gig doesn't work out, this town clerk, village clerk thing, you can definitely do this town supervisor, village mayor thing, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, thank you. That would be quite.
Just throw that out.
I'm more of a sideline kind of girl, but thank you for the compliment, I appreciate it. Does anyone from the audience or the public would like to speak about anything that they'd like to at this time under public comment? That would be the two. No? Well, thank you for coming. All right, we'll move on to board member and department comment, and as Tom usually does, departments go first. Maria, anything for beautification or?
Do we have anything?
Nope, okay. Director Gianzaro. It's on.
First thing, again, I'm sure everybody does know this, but again, I'd like to thank the village for that donation for the Century Park. So I just want to thank the mayor and the board out there, because it's gonna enhance our Century Park, so that's a great thing. Now we just gotta figure out what we're gonna put there, so that's one thing. Number two is, if anybody does go by the reservoir this weekend, Saturday into Sunday, the Cub Scouts are doing a sleepover, so don't think that, the park's getting raided by anybody, so, weather permitting, of course, so, yes, yeah, so, yeah, we're not, so, but just so you know, don't, call the police, say, hey, the park's, there's people in the park, that's what's happening there. Everybody knows First Responder Day, unfortunately, with the smoke situation, we canceled that, we're having it July 1st at the reservoir. Again, come on out, 5K race in the morning, and, we say thank you to all our first responders that day, it'll be a lot of fun. And then, Kids Olympics and, Kids Day is July 8th, another great day for the community. So those are the two dates that are coming up, over the next town board meeting, so I just wanna let everybody know that. And, the pool is ready to go, everything's pretty much done. We do have a lifeguard class going on there. Again, if you go by the park, you'll see people, so we have 30 kids taking our lifeguard class. Hopefully we can give them all a job. And, but we'll be ready to go on the 24th, and that's our opening day for the pool. And that's all I got, unless you guys have any questions.
I'm good. Good. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Joseph. Chief Watson, as another department head present, anything? No? All right, board members, Councilman, I'm sorry. I didn't realize he was a department head. Usually the supervisor goes to the end, is that okay? Okay, well, Attorney Joseph McKay.
Esteemed attorney.
I didn't recognize him with the last name.
I just want to thank Joey and Trooper Munzer for coordinating their outfits tonight with the joint presentation. That was
It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny.
Exactly.
I'm that old.
feel
I
your
didn't say
pain,
which
bro.
was which.
None of that favor you wanted tomorrow? Not doing it.
Yes, you are. Okay, then, anything else, Attorney Joseph
No,
McKay?
that was my only comment.
Okay.
Wow.
For this evening.
Councilman Brandon Calori.
As always, thank you everyone that came out tonight. I'd just like to say congratulations to all the graduates who are finishing up their tests and moving on to the next chapter in their life. The town board wishes you much success on your adventures. Joey touched on it about the First Responders Day. Just a quick times, the 5K is at 8 a.m. Walk, run, crawl, whatever you wanna do. Race begins at 9. There is no fee for the race, but donations are graciously accepted and will go to Woodbury's food pantry. The actual event is from 11 to 5. There'll be activities, food, and music, and lots of fun. That's all I got, so thank you, good night.
Thank you, Brandon. Councilman Finnegan.
Nothing, right? Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Councilman Ansel.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the village for the generous donation or grant for the equipment for the Century Park.
You like the check now? It's,
Well,
It's
I
reusable.
tried to take it to the bank, but they wouldn't. But thank you, it would be greatly appreciated. That's all I wanted.
All right. Deputy Town Clerk Nicole Young, you
No, I do
ready? Okay. So I just wanna remind everybody that if you are gonna have a garage sale in the town of Woodbury, you are required to get a garage sale permit. I also wanna remind everybody that there is an election on June 27th from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. It is a Republican primary for the village mayor position, so everybody in the town except for District 9, which is the village of Harriman, will vote at the senior center. Everybody,
What was
who's
that
a
again?
Republican, will vote at the senior center from 6 to 9, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. There is early voting open, not at every location as happened in the past, it's only in the, somewhere in the town of Newburgh and the town City of Middletown. No, Cornwall's not. Cornwall, Monroe are not. There's only 2 locations open this year for early voting. Chambers having a meeting on July 12th. Evening at Jorge's. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to reach out to the chairperson, who's Joseph, myself, who's the treasurer, or Maria, who is the secretary. And I think that is all I have. But thank you for letting me have my very first meeting as town, whatever.
Did an excellent job.
I almost thought about a village, we were all laughing and having fun, I mean, that's amazing. I think it's great, but thank you everybody for coming, thank you for commenting, thank you for making it a quick meeting. So hearing no further motion or business to do, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? Motion by Tim, seconded by Tyler at 8:00. Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks again.
Good night.
Are you